Good morning, Reed here, back at Orchestra Farm, doing my morning walkabout, see what the land's looking like. Can't wait to at the end of my work day today. And you know, I'm thinking about trust and commitment and connection and cultural coherence and worldview and mythology, and this notion of, there's all these different groups that I'm part of, and I'm showing up for some, and I'm really not showing up for some other ones right now. And I think that's often the case. It's hard to show up for everything. And, where does one feel met? And in this, the notion that, a lot of people out there actually need somebody else to really encourage them on a, let's say, overly regular basis to show up for what they have said that they're planning on showing up for. Oh, this is cool. We got some, see those little currant berries that are starting to do it? Go ahead, video. Clear it in. There we go. Look at all those little flowers that are likely to become berries. Come on, pick it up. Something in there. Anyway, I'm hoping to have a lot of currants to make good juice for making alcoholic beverages and preserves and stuff. Anyway, and the notion of, as we form these different groups and things, how do we encourage people to make it out without overly, putting ourselves in a position of overextending? Oh yeah, lots of nice little rhubarbs coming up around here. And this is a golden raspberry. Super stoked on the golden raspberries for them. Oh man, so many nice little flowers popping up. Love it. Anyway, and this notion that evidently I do a decent enough job of doing the things I say I'm going to do. Well, personally, I think I can do even better. There's always room for improvement. My general take on things. I really need to get here and do a ton of stuff. Work today, I'll be using that rototiller and tilling up on the other side of that greenhouse structure, some potatoes in. And I recognize time management is a thing. And we all have different priorities, and even if something feels like it's a good thing for us, it can be really tough to, still make the time space to do it. Working out. Maybe that's eating the right kinds of food for yourself, or getting in the garden, or making space for the admin side of work, or just the work side of work. There's so many things, or the support groups. Now I hear of different groups, like the GSD group in Tennessee, and oh yeah, raspberries coming, and the Freedom Cell group or the TSP group meetups that happen, all which is great. And frankly, even if you have that's interesting. Look at that. You got these little bite marks on the end of this sea buckthorn here. It's like some little creature. I'm gonna guess a rabbit came over and really helped to build a solid group foundation where you can start to trust people. You can feel like you're in a shared reality set, and from that, a lot of epic stuff can happen. Oh, there's the rhubarb right there. And as I try out different groups, because I'm encouraged in different ways I have that question of like, how are we coming together? How are we growing together? Have we gotten to that place where we can trust each other to show up in different ways? And, are we working on our edges, or are we just kind of staying in our comfort zones and our conveniences? And this was kind of the thought that I had, which is, whether I'm thinking about life here in Canada or back in the States, this notion that we live in some of the most affluent, comfortable, and convenient-based societies, and it seems to me like that can actually really stifle our connection with each other, our levels of trust with each other. The notion that we're in a shared culture or a shared worldview, and that it's difficult to like get to know each other when we don't show up. Now check out this. You see those little leaves on the ground there? Oh yeah, I'm at 4 times. Let's back it up. They got these huge stalks because this plant gets pretty big. So they're right there, and this plant does travel. So when I look over here, oh, it's there. Oh, it's there. Right there, if you're wondering. Oh, look at it. It's all over here. Boom, boom, boom. Which will provide some nice extra shade for this shady structure that my wife wanted for the kids during the summer. See, kids, they play on these things. Because I believe in a culture of play. And although I can play by myself, which is fine, it's actually really fun to play with others. And to get together and, strengthen our connection sets. Now, do you guys need... Because I've got some comfrey growing up right here. I got a bunch of comfrey around this place. If you need it, about that, and we can make something happen. And so, I wonder out there, are you stretching yourself to meet the people around you? And when I say meet them, I mean to actually develop that space of trust, that space of connection, that shared culture, that shared worldview where you know that when you do want to do a GSD, which is get stuff done, you could change stuff for another word, you know what it is, and make life happen in a better way. I want to say I'm super grateful to all the people I do have in my life, and thinking about you guys in the Man Ventures group. Haven't seen you in a while. It seems like it's going to change this coming week. Because so much awesome stuff has happened, and so much more awesome stuff is going to happen. And that idea of being an asset to the group, to the community, to the connections that you live in and with, is an important piece to actually having a functional culture. If you're not an asset to the group and culture that you're around, are you actually a problem? We should check into that. So I'm curious, how many of you out there feel like you're pulling your weight? Feel like you have self-determination to do the things that you want to do? That you don't actually need a bunch of other people to kick you in the pants to get it done? Or that you can acknowledge you do need that. Oh, there's something in its mouth. Let's see, can we see that? It's got probably some dead baby lamb bit in its mouth, just a guess. Anyway, and if you do need help to get stuff done and you're not asking for it, what's it going to take to start asking for it? What's it going to take to humble yourself to do that? I know I don't mind humbling myself and feeling oh, maybe I'm not as grown up as I think I am, but I feel like actually grown-ups know how to ask for things and make things happen and get it done. So there's my challenge for you today, is look at yourself and ask yourself, how's that functioning for you? Are you contributing to the group? Are you making sure that the whole thing is functional? Or are you so self-centered and focused in your own reality that it's your connections aren't as strong as they could be? I feel like I gotta do better personally, so I'm gonna keep on giving it my best to change that up. And with that, I think it's easier to have fun with others, even though I definitely have a lot of fun by myself. So I hope you out there are having those connections to help you have more fun in your life, so that way we can really move the gauge of our needles on fun up to have not just more fun. I forget what my tag even is right now. That's so funny. So have a great day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. See you soon.